What up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Barbell Brigade Talk Show. I'm Bart, we got Silent Mike, and we got Nadeem over there.
How big do you think my arms are?
17.
I think you got 18.
17. Let me see the other side. No, the other side.
No,
17.
Yeah. So, Bart,
Yes.
based on his flexing, do you think he could ever compete?
I honestly think Silent Mike, if he was actually serious and he took things seriously, he would do very well in everything.
Are you saying I'm a joke?
What? I think you take your life as a joke.
Hey! I'm just not competitive.
Yeah.
I'm just not competitive anymore.
I know, Bart, you said that you've played around with the idea of like competing this year.
With bodybuilding?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll just do whatever to take your clothes off, I feel like.
Huh? I don't even like taking my clothes
You're
off.
lying, dog. One of the first things, I met Bart through Barbell Brigade, right, in lifting.
Barbell Brigade?
Barbell
Like
Brigade.
you cut hair?
Barbell Brigade.
That's pretty tight,
That's
too.
actually tight.
Yeah.
And then I look on YouTube or something, this guy named Bart Quan, and you're like pubes out in a bikini.
You're gross.
No, you're gross.
I
I
am.
turned it off.
That was Gio's idea for a video.
So she's gross.
Well, she likes me, so I guess she is gross.
She's gross.
Yeah, so what made you actually, I know everyone's aspirations when they first started lifting was like, I'm going to step on stage, I'm going to compete. But once you kind of get into it and you're like, you've been doing it for so fucking long and being in this industry and you realize that it's not the best, like psychologically, physically, for work, you're not going to gain a lot for business, you're not going to make money competing. What would make you want to do that at this stage in your life?
I would say I think when you get into an industry, at least for me, I like to really immerse myself in it. And when I first got into fitness, my, I guess, inspos were IFBB pros. You know, like the Branch Warrens, Jay Cutlers, Ronnie Coleman's, those guys. But what attracted me to them was not their competition, which is stepping on stage. What attracted me to them was their training. Like, I like training. I like seeing, I would see the old Metro Flex videos. You know, like you would see people fucking spot from the elbow.
Yeah. Or even their physiques. Like, I never wanted to look like that.
Yeah.
I just thought, like, what they did was cool.
Yeah.
And, like, the intensity.
Yeah.
He had DMX slamming in the background.
Yeah.
Like, all that was cool. But I never wanted to look like Ronnie.
So I like that. So back then, it was like, you know, the cutoff tees, me and my friend. Like,
Cut off flannel collared.
Yeah, like
That's the
like that, and then you would wear a weight belt, even though it's upper body day. You know, it's like that kind of shit. And I used to wear the all leather gardening gloves.
Yeah.
Because I always see like Ronnie Coleman wear that, and I'm like, oh, that's fucking tight. And I'm just, and I never really wanted to step on stage, and I always just felt like that wasn't really part of like what I thought was
You didn't
cool
think
about
that
fitness.
that was like just, like you trained and eventually you would step on stage? Like that's just part of the training?
I just felt like that was part of the game I wasn't interested in. It was almost like people that get into basketball and they just like dunking. And then they're like, why don't you enter like a 3x3 or a 5x5 competition? You're like, I don't really want to. I just like dunking.
Even bodybuilding more so, I feel like 98% of people that bodybuild don't compete.
Yeah.
We're like powerlifting, 99.5% of people that powerlift compete.
Yeah.
Or eventually do.
But now, I think it started with powerlifting. So I just really liked fitness. Never thought I was going to compete in anything. I started powerlifting, competed in powerlifting. And then as I go through my journey in fitness, the next thing that I did was running the marathon. And then that was kind of like doing something that I thought I never would be able to do. So I think once I started opening that box of things I would never do, then it made me go, maybe I should do the things that I never do to get a really good understanding of fitness. So it started going with marathon, and I started playing with the idea. I'm like, that feels like almost my own personal fitness trifecta, where I've done a strength competition. Now I do an endurance competition, and then maybe I should do a physique or bodybuilding style competition, because that to me takes the ultimate like discipline and diet and all that. Like that's something that I always feel like, I'm not good at that. It's hard for me to stick to things when it comes to food, because I fucking love cookies and shit. But I'm like, maybe that's what I don't want is exactly what I need.
you can't go half in.
Yeah.
You can go half in and powerlift, right? Because you can eat kind of
Well, you
whatever,
go
sleep
half
kind
it
of
on
whatever.
bodybuilding, you step on stage, you look like shit.
You're going to know it. Everyone's going to know it. Even powerlifting, like,
You
no one
look
will
like
know.
shit,
no one will know
dude.
that you maybe could have deadlift 500, you pulled 450.
Yeah.
Yeah, people won't know.
Yeah, they just see you try really hard
Yeah,
that day,
yeah.
and everyone cheers for you.
Yeah, which is great.
Yeah.
The interesting thing about all three things
Yeah, like
you said-
bodybuilding, you can't try really hard that day.
You can't try hard ever.
You have to
just
try.
got to do.
You gotta try hard the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All three of those sports are interesting as adults, and I think that's probably why they're getting popular or more popular, is because they're all like amateur. Like, yeah, there's pro leagues, there's the IFBB, but that's less than 0.001%. The same with running. Yeah, you can go to the Boston Marathon and do all this stuff and do the Cameron Haynes stuff and go crazy, but so much of it is like almost hobby based. But it's still so hard and extreme.
Most of it is, yeah.
Yeah. Where like basketball isn't. You stop at high school. Right?
Well, there's
you know,
people that play league, adult league.
Yeah, but that's more like rec, I feel like, than even hobby. Like these things, because those things are all encompassing. People that play basketball on a Saturday do nothing all week basketball and then show up and kind of throw around a basketball.
There's no like adult leagues where you win medals and shit.
Yeah, but there's like participation shit. There's like pro-ams, but that's like for hoopers. That's for guys that are playing in Europe and
I see.
You know what I mean? There's some like more competitive ones that are multiple times a week, but the majority of stuff that's more casual is like kind of show up on a Saturday, have a couple beers, or like softball.
Yeah.
They play once a week and they're chugging beer.
Because the casual marathon is fucking hard as fuck.
Yeah, there's no such thing as like super casual bodybuilding.
So you're gonna go like fully in it, or you're gonna it'll be their meet day type guy?
If I do it, it'll be super full. I want to be in the zone. Like for the marathon, I didn't want to like, even though I ran a lot in the military, I didn't want to like just, do my own program. Like I hired an actual running coach, did my programming, adjusted all of my lifts around running. And so for this would be the same thing where like I'm dieting super on point, have a coach.
I honestly feel like
work on posing,
when
like
it
all
gets
that stuff.
close to that time, nobody should have communication with you on for our company.
Yeah, I don't want to hang out with you.
Why? Because I'm gonna be so
You'll probably
hangry.
be a bitch.
Yeah.
You ready to drop another?
There's gonna be so much like just. Cause I was trying to JP and Jana so he was saying his wife when she said that he said he's gonna do his next meet, she started crying.
Oh shit!
Because she knows like the struggles of fuck. Okay, he's gonna be hangry. It's gonna be this. We can't do stuff.
Yeah,
like,
you ready to drop another like 20 pounds?
Yes, only because I'm only gonna do it once.
But what if you like it?
I would definitely will not like it.
Or what if you're good?
Honestly, that's also one of the reasons why I want to do it.
To see if you're good?
A lot of people have told me I'm good.
You do look good.
You do look good. I don't think you would continue stepping on stage, but I think you would continue wanting to be super lean and push your muscle building side of it.
Maybe, but like I've had like IFBB pros, spouses of IFBB pros, of Olympian champions, and they looked at me and they're like, genetically, you would actually do good. And I was like, really? I never saw myself
Does that
way.
fire you up or not?
Not really, because it's not my
And then
thing.
they were like,
Yeah,
buy my coaching.
Because it's not, because it's not my thing.
Because I think I'd probably be good at bodybuilding, but it's never once fired.
Because like, for
Dude,
example,
your body is
Yeah, because I can build muscle pretty
ridiculous.
good, and I half-ass it all. I just have fun.
like
Yeah.
it's stupid.
Because
Yeah,
like
your body.
I think if I actually lost weight, my waist would probably be small.
yeah,
Your
because actual
body's
top
weird.
tier people saw me like over the years, and then they're like, your frame, like you have, like obviously I'm not like fucking C-bum, but
Right.
he was like, you could potentially have a good X frame.
Yeah.
Like
you
your
got small waist.
Yeah, your proportions
You're
are
pretty bubbly.
good. Yeah, you're pretty bubbly, and so hearing those, it goes, oh, that's really cool. But it also kind of just reminds me of when I first got into Muay Thai. I was training at the Yard, which is like a really world famous place in downtown LA.
Yeah.
I remember bringing Gio, and then the coach, I was like, hey coach, like if I wanted to start competing, how long would it take? He goes, with where you're at least a year. And then I was like, oh shit, okay. And then Gio hits the bag like 2 times. He goes up to Gio and he goes, you will be a world champion. Like straight up.
She'd be looking like that dude from Street Fighter. Who's the hell, a long one?
Saget?
Bald head? Yeah. She'd be looking like him.
Yeah, he goes straight up to her and he goes, you will be a world champion. And I look at her, I'm like, babe, are you gonna fucking take this seriously or what? She goes, I don't fucking care.
I met one of the
I'm like,
world champions of
God
Muay
damn
Thai. They're a little bit shorter, but they're kind of built like G.
No, but like I think because
Yeah, and she moves well.
she did ballet,
Yeah.
very good coordination, and it's just like the
and she's long.
the hips and the arms just sink. Like she just picked it up, and then that guy, like to see, so that guy's name is Coach Mark. Coach Mark is Joe Schilling, considerably one of the best kickboxers of all time. His coach, it's like almost like Cuz D'Amato going,
Right.
who is that?
Yeah.
And then that person going, I don't care. It was like that. And I think like applying that to me, it was kind of like that where like there's people that are in the Olympia like arena going, you should probably bodybuild.
So you're hopping on?
And I'm like,
So you're hopping on?
no. If I were to do it, I'd probably do like the super natty route, which is do whatever.
They do like a butt detector.
Whatever fed that Alberto Nunez.
Yeah, the butt
does.
detector.
What's the butt detector?
I think you sit on something and they do a lie detection.
At the bodybuilding show?
Yeah, for drugs.
Yeah, you sit on the
That's
finger
the
and
drug
they're like,
test.
"Are you taking anything?" And
Like,
yeah.
You never heard of that?
They don't just do a piss test or blood test?
I think they do both.
That's fucking weird.
You never heard of that? Isn't there something you sit on for lie detectors?
No.
Yes.
Someone lied to you,
Google
bro.
it. Google it.
That
and then when I'm
is
right,
weird, dude.
no, there's a lie detector where you sit on.
But yeah, I'll do the super natty fed, whatever the Alberto Nunez one
Yeah,
is.
so you're gonna be 120 pounds.
Exactly.
And no one's gonna care.
Yeah.
All right, I'm not going to your show.
That's gonna be exciting though. I feel like you stepping on stage, at least for the company wise.
I think so too. And I think also like it brings more meaning to like, you know, like when you become a dad too, like you just kind of see the world with more eyes. And then having going like, oh cool, like how cool would it be like when I talk to Tyke about something, oh yeah, I did do a marathon, I did do this, I did do a bodybuilding show. So it just kind of like, it feels like there's more things to pass on. And then, you know, when you do things for yourself, sometimes you don't really care.
Yeah.
But then now when you do something for someone else or to be able to benefit someone else, it feels like it's more meaningful.
It's crazy to see like, I mean, hopefully you can keep your physique when you're an adult. I mean, more of an adult.
When you're old as shit.
When you're old as shit, like
That is the
when
goal.
like Tyke's friends come over and they're like, "Damn, your dad's jacked," or you can play with them. Because I see dads now where they'll be like a 20-year-old and then his dad's like 60 and he's like working out too.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's tight.
That's fucking
But I
cool.
also saw like TikToks last night where it's the dad was like talking to his daughter and it's like an old looking guy like in his 40s or probably 50s. Just
Yeah, he's probably like
melted,
38, old as shit.
melted, whatever. But he's like, "Oh, I used to be a heartbreaker," and the daughter's like, "Yeah, right." And then she pulls up a bunch of old photos,
all
and it's
jacked.
like jacked, but
Yeah.
like he makes C-Bum look ugly, like fucking
handsome too.
handsome, and I'm like, that guy fucked,
Yeah.
right? And I'm like, what happened?
Yeah.
Like he could have kept that up, you know, just because you had kids.
got married.
Obviously life, you know, and it's like you have different priorities, but it's cool that you'll have photos and proof and stuff like that to show when you're at the stage. Like I did it, you know, I've done it. Like you can't like, oh, the old I used to bench 405, but like no, you have proof. You did actually do those things.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool. You hear Tyke say stuff like that now. Like we're talking. He was like, I hear him talking to his friends, and he's like, oh yeah, my dad could do that. And then I'm just like, oh shit, that's
He's
cool.
one
Like
of those
Yeah,
kids.
yeah.
like he
Little
like
bit of pride.
That's not good.
yeah. No, he understands that like,
not good.
and no, they're talking about like little stuff.
My dad could beat up your dad.
Yeah.
Or like no, like my dad like wrestles with me on the
Yeah,
ground,
yeah.
just like little stuff.
Yeah.
And then because other people's like, oh, my dad would never get on the floor.
Right.
Oh,
I like
my
the
dad
one
got
that
on the
was
floor.
like,
So those dads won't get back up.
yeah.
they were like, oh my mom did this, and the other girl was like, my mom's dead.
Oh no.
That's technically like, well, my dad's alive. Yeah, I know.